We did some back to school shopping, so let's get into it.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary and high school age. Today I'm joining in on a collaboration with CJ from Homeschooling Through High School, and it is all about back to school shopping and a back to school shopping haul. This is a lot of stuff. We went back to school shopping last week during our first week of homeschool. Yes, we started very early. We do consider ourselves year-round homeschoolers, but this was part of our back to school traditions. We always love going back to school shopping, and right now Target is actually offering their 20% off teacher discount, I think through August 24th. I will leave a link for that in the description box. Homeschoolers can also get verified as teachers, and so if you want to take advantage of this, all you have to do is go through the verification process. Homeschoolers definitely qualify for this. In fact, homeschoolers qualify for many different teacher discounts, so definitely look into those if you want to take advantage. So what I'm going to do is go through all of these supplies. I did do a video a couple of weeks ago with some other back to school items that I had received from Erin Condren. My kids are using all of those resources at this point, so I'm going to leave that link in the description box because I don't have any of that stuff here. I'll also share the planners that my kids are using this year and just some other random things that I got. So now that that intro is out of the way, let's get into it. Okay, the first thing that I have are some washable watercolors. I don't know, I've been purchasing the same watercolor paint every year since Emma was itty bitty. I do purchase the Crayola brand, and I do spend the extra money to get washable. I always have. Of course, my kids are older now, so it's not as big of a deal, but when they were little, it was definitely needed. So I recommend that, especially if you have little kids. Then we have these Ticonderoga erasers. The Ticonderoga pencils are my absolute favorite. Hands down, best pencils that there are. Lucy wanted these erasers, so we got these. I also got some new highlighters. These are primarily for Emma and Jack for their government, economics, and personal finance course, as well as some of the other research and stuff that they need to do this year as high schoolers. I will probably steal one of these as well. I actually love to use the Erin Condren dual tip highlighter pens, but I use this when I am just highlighting a bunch of stuff for homeschool related things. For my fancier stuff and like planning, I like the nicer highlighters, but these are tried and true. I've been using them for years, so definitely recommend. The next thing, some scissors. Last year when we went back to school shopping, I bought a bunch of scissors. I do not know where any of them are anymore. So I bought more scissors this year. This is just the Up and Up brand and this UB Evolve. They were the least expensive options, and I figure if my family treats them as disposable, I'm going to buy the cheap options. I have another watercolor paint. I got one for Lucy and one for Emma. Jack did not want paint this year. He is not so much into the arts and crafts anymore as he used to be. Unfortunately, it makes me a little sad. I have some pencil sharpeners, which are always helpful. We do actually have an electric pencil sharpener. If I can find a link to it, I will link it in the description box for you. And I've been using it for years. It works really well. We also have one of those old school hand crank pencil sharpeners in our front closet that was here when we moved in. They are what I am used to when I was in school. Definitely dating myself. The next thing is this little ring of index cards. They are lined. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's like a very faint dotted line on here. Lucy really wanted these. I use index cards a lot just for my own note-taking and such, but my older two use them for planning their essays and all of their research projects. That's just how we do it. And so we always have lots of index cards. I did not actually need index cards this year because I have several packs of them just in the stash of school supplies that I keep in my basement. But Lucy really wanted this one. So I don't know what we'll use it for, but I do like that it's on a ring. And it also has like a little elastic so you can keep it nice and together. And I do really like that. I almost want to buy rings for the kids so that they can keep all of their research note cards in a stack together so they don't lose them. I feel like that might be a really good idea. So that got me to thinking. The next thing, Ticonderoga pencils, and I got the pre-sharpened ones because it's just easier. But I absolutely love these pencils and I buy them every year and we use them a lot. So definitely a favorite supply. More scissors and another pencil sharpener. Then we also got some school glue sticks. Even though my kids are older, we do still use stick glue. One of the things that we use stick glue for is our vision boards, which this is something that I typically do in January with my kids. We did not do them this January. It's the first year in a really long time that we did not do vision boards in January, and it was just a combination of some of the kids were sick and then we were trying to get back to homeschool and it just didn't happen. I also didn't have any magazines for the kids to cut out pictures, so we are going to be doing vision boards this year. That is one of the tips that I have if you are interested in doing more passion projects. When your kids kind of have free reign to do these vision boards of what they want their year to be like, you can take some of those ideas and translate them into projects for your kids to work on. I'll probably share more about that at some point, but for the time being, we needed some glue sticks. We were all out, and so these are the ones that we got. Then the next thing I have are these cap erasers, because even though these pencils are great, the erasers do not last nearly as long as the pencil does, so I always get a little container of these cap erasers, and the Up and Up brand is totally fine for these. I know that there are more name brand options, but we have a lot of luck with these particular cap erasers, so that's what we have. The next thing I have are these Colors of the World washable markers, and these are for Emma. She wanted them for her drawing. So this is the next thing. Then I have 2 packages of gel pens. Emma wanted gel pens for a particular art project that she had seen on YouTube that she wants to do, and Lucy, being Lucy, wanted to have her own gel pens. So this is U Brands, and I don't know how good of a brand this is. I don't think that I've seen this U Brands before, but I feel like Target does kind of rebrand some of their own stuff often. So it's probably one of their brands, and I think that these will be just fine to use. The next thing I have is this sketch notebook for Lucy, and this is the Mondo Llama one, and she likes the one that flips up at the top, and it is perforated pages, and she will use this for her drawing throughout the year. Even though it has perforated pages, I always try to encourage the kids to keep their work in the notebook so that I can just put the whole notebook into the homeschool bin or memory bin at the end of the year, instead of trying to find all of the pieces of paper all over the house. Then we have a bunch of notebooks. These are the 35-cent, just regular one subject notebooks. Lucy has the wide rule, and Emma and Jack get the college rule. And so these are not the nice notebooks like the ones that we have from Erin Condren, which is where the kids keep all of their narration and all of their copy work for any Brave writer or that kind of stuff. This is more for general notes, for scratch paper, for just, random drawing when they are listening to me read history or science or whatnot. I always buy a ton of these one subject notebooks, and we go through them so much every year. In fact, I don't even know if we got enough, so I may need to go back and buy some more. Sometimes Staples will have a better deal on these notebooks, and I do miss the days when you could get them for like 15 cents. You can't do that anymore. In fact, I was looking for some folders, and all of the folders that I could find in my store were the $2 folders, and they were that weird plasticky feeling ones, and I just want like 3-ring binder paper folders. And so anyways, I couldn't find those, but you may have better luck at your store. The next thing that we have is an inflatable glitter chair, and this was in the dollar spot, which is not the dollar spot. What do they call it now? Bullseye's Playground. This was for Lucy. She really wanted this glitter chair, and so we got it. We have not opened it yet, but this will be hers for when we are doing read alouds. Then both Emma and Jack got a 3-subject notebook. This is for the government economics and personal finance course. I love the 5-star brand, and I think this is the one that you can use the app with. We've never actually used the app for this, but it could be very useful, and my kids probably would have better luck using the app. And the pages are perforated. It is punched, so you can put it in a 3-ring binder if you want. But these 5-star notebooks are what I used when I was in high school and in college, and I love the quality. So we got a couple of those. Then I have a medium weight sketchbook for Emma, and this is just that Mondo Llama brand as well. I used to buy the sketchbooks from Erin Condren because I love the paper. The paper quality was amazing for all kinds of different art mediums, and I wish that they still sold the blank versions. They do not. They do have lots of line notebooks and dot grid, and I guess I could probably get dot grid notebooks for Emma for her drawing, but I prefer the plain paper. I wish that they would bring those back. I might have to email them and say, we really miss the plain paper. And then this is Lucy's special notebook. She usually chooses a special notebook each year. I don't know what she will use this for, but this is just a regular college ruled notebook. So lots of notebooks. If you watch any of my videos, you will know how much we like paper in my home and also in my homeschool. So these are most of the school supplies, but I have a couple other things that I will grab. The next thing that I have are these Kleenex, and I got 2 of these 4-packs because they are part of that 20% discount. I try to stock up on some of those random cleaning things that you need in your house that will fall under that coupon. In years past, there have been very particular items that are on that 20% off discount. Last year when I went, it was 20% off my whole purchase, and this year it was also 20% off my whole purchase. And so I don't know if that was because I was specifically purchasing school supplies, although I did get things like cotton balls and hand soap, and the Kleenex has always been part of that sale. I got some other just random things that also fell under that discount. So you may want to just look online and see if there's a list of what you can use that coupon for, because it's a great option and you can only use it once before the 24th. Then the next thing that I have are some file folders. I have these file folders with pockets, and then file folders, just some regular top tab file folders. And these are partly for homeschool and partly just because I needed some new files for my filing cabinet. That is one of my projects for one of my goals this year. So I got some new folders. I also need to get hanging folders, but I could not find ones that I liked, so I do not have those. And in fact, I didn't even mention this. That bin that you saw, that white bin, is Lucy's new bin for her homeschool materials. I did do a vlog, I think last week, putting together the homeschool bins and getting ready for the first day of homeschool, which I will leave in the description box. And I kind of talked about how the bin that I have for Lucy, I got during COVID, and the files do not slide, the file folders, the hanging files don't slide back and forth, and it drives me absolutely insane. So I got a new one, and I'm crossing my fingers that this one, the file folders actually slide back and forth a little bit easier. We will see, but I got her white. There were only 2 color options in my Target. One was white, one was black, and Jack already has a black bin and Emma has pink, so I thought white would be good. Now let me grab their planners and then I will show you those real quick, and then that will be the end of my school supplies. Okay, these are the planners that I have for my kids for the year. I know the last time that I talked about planners, I wasn't sure which planner I was going to use for Jack. I ended up using this Not Consumed High School planner. This is a planner that I purchased last year. It is undated and it is a faith-based planner, but I thought that it would work really well for him because of this list format, which is how we kind of plan out our homeschool year. You know, you can ignore what you need to and keep what you need to. I like that it has these little habit trackers on the bottom. I like the list format. I'm not entirely sure what I would use this subject section for, but I do really like that there's a weekly review each week to kind of go through what is working and what is not. It does not have tabs for the months, which is kind of a pain, but I can certainly purchase my own tabs. In fact, I think I might actually have some in my stash of stuff, so I will probably grab those for him. And there's also a monthly reflection section, so I think that this is really good for him. The other option that I was looking at was the Passionate Penny Pincher student planner, and that started in July. It's a dated planner, but it is geared a little bit more towards public school kids, and so some of it wasn't as necessary for Jack, although some of the lists and things I think are really, really great, especially if you're trying to build those types of habits. I will leave links for the walkthroughs of all of the student planners that I have done so that you can see them if you would like. But this is what he's going to be using this year for his high school homeschool planner. Then for Lucy, she doesn't really have a planner where she's planning out things. This is the kids planner from Erin Condren, and it is a monthly planner. It again is undated, so you can start it at any time. It has a bunch of all about me questions at the front, which I'm not going to share because Lucy's already filled it out, and then some activities, and then it has before each month this blank page, then you have your divider, and then a little activity, morning and evening routine, and birthdays this month, or you could also put other important dates. Then you have your month calendar, and this planner does come with stickers for every single month of the year so that you can put everything on here, and it does have some decorative stickers as well. Let me see if they're back there. Yes. So, and it has tab stickers so you can put them on the tabs here. Number each day of the month. Today is some different holidays, happy birthday stickers, and some decorative stickers. And then at the end of the month, it has kind of a month review and then another activity, and then you move into your next month. So this is the third year that I think that I've purchased this for Lucy, and she really enjoys it. And I feel like I may have gotten one for Emma way back when they first came out with these. I can't remember at this point, but this is something that she really, really enjoys doing. And each year it's interesting to see how she changes it up a little bit, and she gets a little bit more comfortable with the calendar pages and what she's working on. So this is Lucy's planner, and she is my fourth grader. And then this is Emma's planner, and this is just one of the covers that Erin Condren came out with this year. I think it's the fuchsia. I think that's what it's called. It's just a protector thing. And this is the Bold Blooms. Is that what it's called? I think it is Bold Blooms. She got the 7x9 compact vertical, which is the first year that they've had the compact vertical in 7x9. This is perfect for the way that we plan, which again is in list format, and it gives us just a little bit more space. This gives us significantly more space than this planner, which is why I always go with the Erin Condren planner for my oldest. And I probably would if there were a more neutral version of this for Jack, but even their neutral version is a little too much for him. So this is Emma's planner for this year. In the past couple of years, she's had the A5 compact vertical version, which she's also really enjoyed. And prior to that, she used the academic planner from Erin Condren. But again, that's geared more towards public school or college kids. And so this really functions best for her. So this is my homeschool supply haul. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Definitely go check out everybody else in the playlist, which is linked in the description box for you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.